Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to go over my experience with two different door frame pull-up bars that I've used. I want to go over the pros and cons of both and kind of just give you some pro tips and my experience with them. So check it out. The first pull-up bar I'm going to go over is the Costway door frame pull-up bar with dip bar attachment. And I got this from Sears.com, and I'll put a link to that in the description below in case this is something that you're looking for. But what I really liked about this pull-up bar over the other ones is that it's extra wide, and I'm going to be moving soon, and I know that the door frame I'm going to be moving into is going to be wider than my current one. So where I'm going to be moving, the door frame width is going to be 36 inches, and this door frame pull-up bar by Costway is rated for door frames that fit anywhere from 27.5 inches to about 36.25 inches. So it'll fit that door frame, and as you can see here, this door frame is 30 inches wide, so you have some extra room hanging off the bars, extending past the door frame for that counterweight pressure. So it fits a wide variety of doors. And according to the website, this door frame pull-up bar is rated for 440 pounds. Which is pretty high. That's higher than a lot of the ones I've seen online. I've hung as much as 300 pounds from it, including my body weight. So I'm 170 pounds plus 130 pounds. I've gotten it up to 300 pounds and it felt pretty sturdy. So doesn't seem like it would have any issues going up to that stated maximum weight capacity. And what I like about this pull-up bar, opposed to the other one I'm going to show you soon, is that this bar is placed higher. So it's almost at the top of the door frame. Therefore you get more room, more clearance for your legs, and it's easier to do full range of motion without having to curl your knees up. And the grips are very grippy, they're comfortable, they don't slide and slip, although you can move them, but when you grab onto them they kind of lock in place. So if you want to do chin-ups, most people don't do wide chin-ups, right? So you can put the pads towards the center and then grab it from there. And you can get your pull-ups or chin-ups in that way. And because this bar is really wide and the bar itself doesn't rest on the door frame, it's extended away from it, unlike the other pull-up bar I'm going to show you. You can get wide pull-ups in. So you get some variation there. The downside with this pull-up bar, unlike the one I'm going to show you soon, is that there's no handles for a neutral grip, so you can't do pull-ups that way. You can only do overhand and underhand. But this bar down here, if you're a real calisthenics enthusiast, you're wondering if you can do one-arm pull-ups on it, like I was wondering when I bought it. So by doing this bar, it gets in the way of one-arm pull-ups because your other shoulder is going to hit the bar, but you can hang off this bar. You can do pull-ups off that. The only downside with that is to get full extension, you have to curl your knees up. So you can hang weight off this bottom bar, and from here you can do your one-arm pull-ups. And of course, things like tucks, advanced tucks, full front levers, that type of thing can all be done on this bar as well. So what makes this door frame pull-up bar kind of special is that it comes with a dip bar attachment. So this you have to put together yourself when it comes. It's very easy. It comes with all the tools and screws and everything you need. All you gotta do is just attach these two bars to this here horizontal bar. And then it goes on the bottom there. And then these pads are for the door frame. And what I like to do is, so I took the foam that it came wrapped in and I wrapped it around the part that's gonna actually touch the door frame. So most door frame pull-up bars, even if they have a pad on them, are gonna leave a mark, a black mark, something like that, on the door frame itself. So I like to wrap it. You can wrap it with a towel. The plastic part here is hard, it's not squishy. I mean, it's kind of rubbery, but like it's gonna leave a mark if you use it. So to prevent that, use the foam that it comes wrapped in, wrap it with some tape, and just use that. It's gonna deteriorate over time, and you'll have to find out some other method like a towel or something like that, but this has lasted for a little while. So you should probably do it for these as well. That's what I would recommend. I haven't done it. I don't do dips a whole lot, and it hasn't left a mark yet, so kind of just hoping that it won't, but to be safe, put a towel around it or something, or use the same foam that it came with. So it's just as simple as hooking it up, and then you have to do it forward. Doing it this way, your elbows or your shoulders and face will hit the bar, so you have to do it this way. So it's pretty solid. And lastly, what separates this pull-up bar is that it comes with these attachable handles, and you can do kind of push-ups with them, flies, or Australian pull-ups, where you're basically doing rows from a horizontal position. And I'll show you how you set that up. Or to give yourself a little bit more depth, to make it a little bit more challenging, you can put it on these as well. And this brings it closer to the ground so that you're more horizontal, which will make it more challenging. And so doing push-ups like that or flies like that is more challenging than on the ground, because you have to do a lot more stabilization. And so it's a good variation to work into your chest routine, opposed to, say, doing push-ups all the time in a home setting. To do those Australian pull-ups or horizontal rows, all you got to do is attach the handle to the ends of the pull-up bar, and then just keep tension on it and walk down. And the more you walk down, the harder it gets. So if you walk up, that's less challenging, but a good place to start if you're new to the exercise. So there's a lot of things to like about this door frame pull-up bar. Not a lot of things to not like. The only thing I've noticed using it is sometimes when you do pull-ups, right, you generate a lot of force when you're pulling, and that might cause this back part to come undone. It hasn't happened to me yet, but what I've noticed with this one in particular is your first couple pull-up reps, you have a little bit more energy, right? A little bit more power because you're fresh in the set. If you pull a little bit too hard, it might cause the back to come undone. Like I said, it hasn't happened to me yet, but I've noticed that with my other door frame pull-up bar, it seems a little bit more sturdy if I generate more force. But of course, that's something you should just always keep in mind when you're using something that doesn't get screwed into the wall or drilled into the wall. It's only hanging from a frame based on gravity and tension, right? So you just got to know how to use it properly, and just keep that in mind when you're doing pull-ups. Is you can't go really fast. But like I said, this one seems to be a little bit more less attached to the wall than the other ones, but not so much so that I feel in danger or anything like that. Like I said, it hasn't come undone. I just sometimes hear it creak and move, and I think, okay, whoops, got to go a little bit slower. But other than that, it's a great door frame pull-up bar, and I would highly consider getting it. Another great feature is it tucks away really easily. So you can slide that under a bed, you can hang that from a hanger, you can easily slide that under a dresser, wherever. Okay, that takes us to the other door frame pull-up bar I have used. This is the Iron Gym by ProFit, and this pull-up bar is great. A lot of great things to say about it. What makes it different is it has these neutral grips, so you have another variation you can do with pull-ups. This pull-up bar is smaller. It's so it fits door frames 24 to 32 inches wide, and like I said, my door frame is 30 inches. So if you have a wide door frame, it's not going to work for you. But overall, it's a really great product. Lightweight, easily attaches to the door frame. The weight capacity is 300 pounds according to the website, which I have tested, and it has held up. I've had this one for a number of years now, a lot longer than the other one. I switch between both of them when I work out, depending on what I want to do. But this one I've had for many years. Not a single thing has gone wrong. It feels very sturdy. Very happy with this product. I've modified mine a bunch. Like I said, I've had it for years. I have tape on it to add extra grip to my pull-ups, because it does come with foam originally around this part, but over years it does wear away. It just eventually shreds apart. So I've replaced that with tape to add grip to it. Other modifications I've made to it, not that that's something you need to do or should do, I've made the ends extra thick, which really target your forearms when you're doing pull-ups. The thicker the grip, the harder it is to hold on to, the more grip strength and grip muscles, forearm muscles you're activating, so that's why I have it like that. That's just a personal modification based on the goals I have. But even before I made these thick, I had towels around the end because it did leave black marks on my door frame, which isn't surprising because the black foam will eventually rub off as you do reps. So wrap it with something, towel, the styrofoam that comes in the packaging. So taking you around into the back, this is how it attaches to the back of the door frame. And as you can see here, and if we take it off, it does leave a mark. So one thing I've considered is putting tape, just a row of tape, a couple of rows from one end of where it would reach to the other end, just tape it, and then that way it just moves up and down, small abrasions over time over the tape instead of the wall, and then pull it off and it should be fine. So like painter's tape or that kind of athletic tape, both should be fine. And you might even put it on the bottom part of the door frame as well, right here. Just one row of tape, and that should prevent any damage to that as well. It can do everything you can imagine that a pull-up bar would do, and like I said, it's a very sturdy product. So I rate it very highly and would recommend this as well. So kind of comparing the two, which one would you rather have? You can buy the other one without the dip bar attachment, although I think it was only extra $5 for all the extra stuff, so on the Series website, so it was a great deal. The thing I don't like about this pull-up bar is that the pull-up bar itself is lower, right? So I have to hold my knees up, or my legs up, when I'm doing pull-ups, so that's the only thing I really don't like about it. But it's, like I said, it's really sturdy, and compared to the other one, I can generate a lot of force when doing pull-ups, and it still feels pretty attached to the wall. Whereas I don't feel that way with the other one, but the pull-up bar is higher, so I don't have to curl your legs up to do pull-ups. It all just comes down to which one you want. I think this one is cheaper. I believe you can get it for like $30 on the Walmart website, so a little bit more affordable, but it doesn't fit wider frames. So if you have a small door frame like I do here, then it works out great, but if not, then you can't, it's not gonna work. So there's not very many other options for wide frame pull-up bars. That is going to be the conclusion of my door frame pull-up bar review and experience with two different door frame pull-up bars. And if this helped you, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know which one, let me know what door frame pull-up bar you're currently using and what you like about it and what you don't like about it, because I'm always open to trying out other ones that are better, that I've never had an experience with. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.